Today I'm going to show you how I prune my raspberries. There are two types of raspberry. First you have primo cane, also known as fall bearing. Those produce fruit on the first year canes and then a smaller crop again the next spring if you leave them up. So new shoots come up each year and bear fruit in the late summer and early fall. Then over the winter the tops will die back if you don't cut them off. And in the spring, it will bear more fruit on side shoots. Then you have floricane, also known as summer-bearing raspberries, and those only produce fruit on second year canes. So you really want to make sure that you're not cutting all of those down when you're pruning. So new shoots come up each year. They will overwinter and then produce a good sized crop in the middle of summer next year. Floricanes are pretty easy to prune. All you have to do is cut out the canes that have had berries on them each year. Some people also trim them to about 5 feet tall in their second spring so that they will bear more fruit on side branches. And with primo canes, you have two options. You can either cut them all right down to the ground, or you can follow the pruning method that I am going to do today. First, I'm going to cut out all of the 2-year-old canes. These are pretty easy to identify at this stage because they've already started to die back. In the winter, it's a little bit harder to tell with primo canes what is first year and what is second year. Now I want to make sure there are at least 6 inches between each of the remaining primo canes. Once they've been thinned out, I'm going to bundle 5 or 6 at a time together, and then I will trim these tops off because they're going to die back anyways. And that will encourage plenty of fruit on side shoots next spring. In terms of timing, you can prune raspberries anytime after they've borne fruit. And in my experience so far, raspberries are very resilient, so don't worry too much if you mess something up. Raspberry canes can be composted, but they have a lot of tough fibers in them, so they take a little while to compost unless you chop them up pretty finely. I let them dry out for a little while and then come in and just step all over them, use a shovel to chop them up, and then put them in my compost pile. And I also like to use that as mulch for this raspberry patch as well. If this has been helpful, please hit the like button so more people can see it, and I will see you in the next one.